So this is a taste of the Saigon traffic. Generally pretty crazy here in Vietnam. Um, there was a new law passed on the 1st of January where you can get fined if you cross a red light. Um, but despite that, it's still absolute chaos. Though I kind of like it because you can't get distracted. You're basically just constantly focusing, everyone's kind of paying attention, and it all kind of works somehow. People don't really crash into each other. At least in the short time I've been here, I haven't seen anyone crash into anyone. Although apparently the per capita death rate on road traffic incidents here is pretty high. I think it's like the highest in the world, one of the highest. But no, I kind of like it. It's just kind of flows. Things fit together. People give way easily. Um, every now and again, somebody crosses out in front of you, and you have to slow down, and that's kind of annoying. But then on the flip side, you can also do that, and people don't crash into you, which is nice. I remember because last year I was motorbiking through Bihar in India, and I think I just got used to that fact that you could cross out in front of people and they'll slow down. And then there's this funny incident that happened. Wasn't really funny, but I was just like cycling in the Yorkshire Dales back in England, and like I was kind of tired and I wasn't really paying attention. But anyway, I crossed out in front of somebody on like an A road, and they just, they just obviously hit me, and like I went straight into the windscreen, broke a couple of ribs. It was just funny that I'd kind of maybe got used to crossing out in front of people and then done it unconsciously, and obviously went wrong. But no, so yeah, this is Saigon. This is just me cycling to the train station, where I'm going to drop off the bike, and the trains to Hanoi. The idea is you drop off the bike, they wrap it up in the like cargo shipping service, put it on a different train to the one you go on, and then you pick it up from the cargo shipping service when you get there, which worked fine. I'm recording this voiceover after already getting to Hanoi. Actually, I'm 2 days into the cycle tour from Hanoi after spending a few days there. And yeah, it was fine. The train was like 33 hours. Got talking to a Vietnamese guy called Tangerine and an American bloke. We stayed up in the canteen carriage drinking beers all night or until they closed it, which was fun. But 33 hours, I don't know if I want to do it again. Yeah, but yeah, no, I'm 2 days into the cycle tour, going up from Hanoi to Ha Giang, and then I'll go south, cross into Laos, into Thailand, Cambodia, back into Thailand, and then hopefully to India. But at the moment, just need to focus on getting to Ha Giang. So far, it's been going alright. I was planning on wild camping. Apparently, wild camping isn't really the done thing here, but it's quite easy to find campsites and homestays and stuff. Last night, I tried wild camping in this forest, and set up my tent. Was a bit concerned that like it was in the middle of nowhere and somebody might come and rob me or something. Apparently that wouldn't have happened. It's after speaking to people, it's apparently very safe here, in that way. But I went down the hill from the forest to look for some food. Bumped into a bunch of English people who were mostly like teaching English abroad here. Some of them had lived here for many years. One guy lived here for 6 years, and there was a couple lived there for 3 years. Anyway, they offered me a beer, and I hung out with them for a bit. Ended up going back to the forest, picking up the tent, moving it to basically where they were sleeping, and stayed up all night. Had a late start, and then cycled maybe like 40 kilometers again, not too far. Got caught out in the dark, thinking I could camp by this lake, but it turned out not to be possible. And then there was like a farm stay on Google Maps, which I tried going to. Uh, didn't work out. Apparently it's closed down. But I spoke to somebody there, and they pointed to this other place on Google Maps that wasn't listed as a homestay. Went there, completely empty, but it is in fact a homestay. And the host brought out loads of food, said I could stay here for free, didn't have to pay for the food, and yeah, so very very hospitable. Kind of feel like I want to pay, but yeah, no, it's going alright. Oh. It's nice to get out of the chaos of Saigon, just remembering what it was like. Because I stayed at like a party hostel, and it was like there was a pub crawl every night that I went on a couple of times, and we'd get back at like 7 in the morning, and then stay up chatting until like 10 on the roof, like the sun, after the sun had been up for a couple of hours. And it was fun, but there's only so long you can do that for before you just get a bit tired. And yeah, so I was kind of happy to get to Hanoi. It's a bit quieter. I was hanging out with Zainab for a bit, not too early nights. And now the cycling, it's a bit more straightforward, having early nights and not staying up late. But yeah, no, Saigon nightlife is pretty crazy in some ways. Completely different to Leeds. Yeah, so this is the train station. Yeah, so I just go and drop the bike off. This was in the morning, and then the train was in the evening. Different train. 33 hours, got to Hanoi, and on from there. So hopefully everything goes well, and I'll make another one of these at some point, probably with some more scenic views.